Critical talks on Bosnia here in the U.S. President Clinton calls them the best and maybe last chance for peace, a peace he pledges thousands of U.S. troops to enforce. Canada, after the vote, no split, but deep and bitter divisions. And a hospital horror. How could it have happened?
And when I had said to him, my God, you maimed my body for no reason.
This is the CBS Evening News with Dan Rather.
Good evening. President Clinton had to stand and deliver today, vowing he will keep the commitment to send U.S. troops into Bosnia in a NATO peacekeeping force. Republican leaders in Congress say they will fight the president on this and fight to keep the troops home. This comes as key players in the Bosnian war come to America and prepare to talk peace tomorrow at a U.S. military base in Ohio. White House correspondent Rita Braver begins our coverage.
President Clinton today opened his campaign to rally public support for sending U.S. troops to enforce peace in Bosnia. Flanked by his negotiating team, Mr. Clinton warned that the future of all of Europe is at stake.
If the war there reignites, it could spread and spark a much larger conflict, the kind of conflict that has drawn Americans into 2 European wars in this century. We have to end the war in Bosnia and do it now.
The president was also sending a not-so-veiled rebuke to Congress. The House yesterday passed a non-binding resolution warning the negotiating parties not to count on U.S. ground troops in Bosnia and stating that no soldiers should be sent without congressional approval. But Mr. Clinton argued that refusal to participate in peacekeeping would damage both U.S. prestige and NATO.
We would undermine American leadership of the alliance. We would weaken the alliance itself, and the hard-won peace in Bosnia could be lost.
And he promised that American military forces would have a clearly defined mission.
They would not be asked to keep a peace that cannot be kept, but they would make sure we do our part in helping peace to hold.
In fact, the White House is anything but eager to send U.S. troops to Bosnia. But the president believes this is one of those times he must put himself on the line. And a senior official here today acknowledged that if U.S. troops come to harm in Bosnia, Bill Clinton won't be reelected. Rita Braver, CBS News at the White House.
This is David Martin in Washington. The man considered most responsible for unleashing the bloodlust in Bosnia is coming to America, to this Air Force base in Ohio where the Bosnian peace talks are set to begin tomorrow. Slobodan Milosevic, president of Serbia, a man then Secretary of State Lawrence Eagleburger labeled a war criminal.
He's a criminal who has a lot of blood on his hands. He started an awful lot of this by his own wild Serbian nationalism.
Branded a war criminal, but so far not indicted. So instead of being arrested, he will be greeted as a man indispensable to the Clinton administration's effort to broker a peace agreement.
I don't think we have any alternative to dealing with Milosevic if we want a peace agreement. If putting him in the prisoner's dock as a war criminal is more important to us than a peace agreement, then we should do that. But I think that would be a mistake.
Sharif Bassioni knows better than most whether Milosevic belongs in the dock. He headed a war crimes commission which collected evidence of atrocities in Bosnia.
And I'm very much afraid that those who are negotiating the peace settlements of today may be compromising justice tomorrow.
Those who have dealt with Milosevic make no secret of their personal distaste for him.
He is also, you very quickly learn, an opportunist, a con man, and a liar.
But he's ready to deal, and that's all administration officials really care about. If you want to end a war, they say, you have to talk to the man who started it. David Martin, CBS News, Washington.